you guys made two announcements this morning. One was an integration with Microsoft 365. One was that you were uncapping storage limits for your business customers. Let's start with Microsoft first. You historically have said some not the most positive things about Microsoft as a company. You've talked a little bit about how you've got Apple devices and use Apple software and more, and so do most of your customers. So why team with a company that you seem to at least think is on the decline?
No, so I think that if you look at our strategy, it's actually been very consistent with and commensurate with where the market has been. So if you look at the Microsoft in the 2000s, they were very much a closed-off ecosystem. They didn't really have an open platform approach. They were more known for, kind of the strategy of the 90s that kept going through the 2000s, which was own everything, control everything, and make sure to shut off the competition. And so we built our product for a very different kind of world, a mobile, cloud, heterogeneous, best-of-breed kind of world. And that meant, by definition, that you're going to go up against Microsoft and try and tell a very different kind of story. But now we're seeing a different Microsoft, and customers are seeing a different Microsoft. You're seeing a much more open, you're seeing a Microsoft that is clearly multi-platform, becoming very platform agnostic, and that requires a different approach from us as well.
Are you personally starting to use Microsoft products, either hardware or software?
So I actually have, I've been on Windows 7 for many years now. That is my PC at work. Then I use a Mac Air, and I have an iPhone.
Let's talk about this other thing. You uncapped for business users, already large enterprise users you had already uncapped storage for. You haven't done, I'm just curious, obviously you're an enterprise-focused company. If I'm just an individual user of Boxo, am I uncapped?
You are not uncapped unless you want to pay us.
Will I be, is that, because you said today in your blog post announcing this, said, end of the storage war, suggesting this is where it was going for everybody. So is that just a matter of time?
Well, it's a matter of time for probably other players, but because we're more focused on the enterprise, what we announced today was that businesses now had no limits on the amount of storage that they could put in the cloud with Box. On the consumer side, I think that you would more expect to see that from Apple, from Google, from Microsoft, from some of the other players, as opposed to us directly.